He's hungry, he won't eat his food, and he's gonna try and eat us.
Oh, what are you up to?
Just working on the Ferrari again.
Again?
This time it's fun. I'm working on a custom audio install with Zeroflex Industries, and I've just pulled this apart because I wanted to check the speaker size and the door panel. We're going to replace these crappy little speakers. We're going to put some nice component speakers in there, and we've got the location for the tweeter up here on the dash. Rich from Zeroflex is currently working on a custom speaker box, which is going to go back here behind the seats, and that's going to have a couple of component speakers and a pair of 8-inch subwoofers in it. You guys know me by now, you know I love music, and all of my cars have to be fitted out with a banging sound system, you know, because it's just how we roll. Really looking forward to seeing what Rich comes up with this, and in a future video we're going to fully cover the sound system install, which is going to be really exciting. Can't wait to bring that to you guys. I just got to remember how this all goes back together now. It's actually really well made. It's a multi-piece door card, and this is fiberglass, which is so cool. These Ferraris are really low volume production, so a lot of stuff was kind of coach built, and it's really interesting seeing their manufacturing techniques and comparing it to mass-produced Japanese cars that I've worked on in the past. This door has one of the most satisfying sounds when it closes. It's got no rattles or anything, which is awesome. This is all really well isolated and supported with little foam pads and stuff. So, I always give things a little thump to check they're not rattling. See if there's anything I can do to improve it. This little leather covered piece is a little bit of work of art as well. It's so cool. You can see how they've just sort of handmade everything and wrapped everything. It took me a while to figure out how to pull this apart actually. I was really scared to pull on anything in case I broke it.
You're not going to be able to find that a pick apart.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much everything would end up being custom made if you had to fix it. Yeah, I think I just broke something. This one here is not happy. I'd say that one's on its last legs. That's cool, there's a screw in the end here which will hold that. This leather's actually kind of, looks like it's coming off a little, like the glue's let go a little. It doesn't look bad, but in the future you can see there's things like that that can be tidied up to add a little bit of value to it. We're showing you, this is the GearWrench 1/4 inch micro driver kit. I'm going to be using some parts out of this to help put the screws back in here. Got different Phillips head screws there. Some of these are really little screws. That number 2. Oh, it's a brand new kit. These are nice and snug. No, it's smaller than that. That is snug. That's, oh, that is perfect. Look at that. Okay. I might need this because I can't quite get the screwdriver in. Look at that. Oh, that's a super fine ratchet as well. Hey, that. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's sick.
Far out. You could get that in anywhere, right? That'd be so handy under the dash and stuff on the car.
There's awkward places.
Oh, look. It's got a little knurl on there, so you can just go like that with your finger. This screw is silver, and it's really bothering me because the rest of them are black. And I just get a laugh out of coming in here because I've already sorted all my screws into black, and I've got another one for silver in different sizes. That's like medium, and this is small. This is, only special people do this. Don't wear silver PKs for comparison. When I pull something apart, like an appliance that I'm scrapping, I save all the screws. So handy. that's nice. We just discovered that it comes with a little magnet strip, which is quite cool. You can keep your screws and everything nearby and safe. Interestingly enough, the lower section of these doors is actually made out of fiberglass, and these strakes allow the air to flow through into the radiator, which is mounted inside here. I mentioned earlier that one of my favourite noises is the sound of the door shutting, so I'm going to check there's no rattles now after putting all that back together. Yeah, it sounds good. Really solid. It's quite cool as well. There's a little light here, by the way, so you can see the doors open as you're approaching it. Boom! Guys, GearWrench is giving this away. I'm so excited. It's our first giveaway in a YouTube video. If you're from New Zealand, jump on GearWrench NZ's Instagram page and send them a DM. That DM wants to say Hustler Minibikes. That's all you need to do to get in the draw to win this, and they'll send it out to you. Do you know that's how you regulate your nervous system? It's real good for you to do that. I've just finished this beautiful bike, guys. This is for Josh in the USA. It's a Hustler Fatboy Rotary Custom, and this one is finished in Illusion Blue Smurf. Stunning colour. It's been really popular with my customers. They all love blue, and this is no exception, guys. It's a 2-coat base coat with a clear coat over the top, so it's a really nice durable finish. The engine fitted in this bike is the infamous Sachs KM48 Wankel rotary engine. This was made in the 1960s in West Germany. Sachs went ahead and took the rotary patent and developed and designed this beautiful little air-cooled rotary engine. To me, this is the pinnacle of mini bike engines. It's so well refined. It's such a beautiful engine. It fits in the frame so nicely, and they produce a really satisfying mid-range and top-end power with their factory bridge porting. This bike has the 30 series torque converter fitted with our Hustler CNC PTO shaft kit, along with our Hustler 3D printed intake manifold, the carburetor set, high performance aeroflow filter. It's got my signature side exiting exhaust tip. This one's been pressed into a rotor shape to suit the rotary engine. Beautiful bike, guys. Custom made aluminium fuel tank there, the pressed dome ends. I've done those myself over in the hydraulic press, and then TIG welded the whole thing together. The billet filler cap, everything aluminium's been finished in the Hypercoat Extreme. It's a high performance, high temperature ceramic powder coat, which has also been vibration polished to give it that beautiful polished aluminium look without the need to polish it. It's got much less upkeep than normal polished aluminium. Front wheel on there is the 6-inch polished alloy with the billet hub, 25mm solid stainless steel axle. Guys, that's heavy duty gear. Dunlop wet tyres. These are picked from a supercart. They're a nice big rolling diameter, bigger than a 5-inch rim, so that's an 11-inch outside diameter tyre. Of course, the matching one on the rear. The seat on this bike is a beautiful Alcantara suede seat. It's been custom made, and it's got the blue double diamond crosshatch stitching to match the frame. We're going to lift this bike down, and then we're going to fill it with gas, and we're going to test it. We're going to take it for a little spin, check everything's all good. Once all the systems are signed off, we're going to break this bike down, and we're going to pack it up into the crate. Okay, we're going to get this thing on the ground, and then we're going to fill it with gas, and we're going to start it up. Oh, I'm going to fill it with petrol. This is pre-mixed 50 to 1 with 2-stroke oil. 2-stroke oil runs through the whole engine and lubricates everything, from the bearings right through to the seals. It's very important. It's a 50 to 1 ratio. Fill in it there. Nice little billet cap. Now, as per our normal tradition, we're going to both guess how many pulls it's going to take.
Oh, you know what? I've been lucky with number 3, so we're going to go with number 3.
Isn't it just amazing though that an engine that hasn't been started for decades can start in 3 pulls when it's all set up correctly? We've got all new ignition, new everything. It's, no leaks. I thought I saw one, but I didn't. Okay, fuel on. A little fuel tap under the tank there. Now this engine's always live, ready to start. It's just got a kill button up on top that you can hit when you're ready to stop it. Before I pull any cords, we're going to open the doors a bit to get some ventilation because it's going to be a little bit smoky. I'm going to get ready with my Phillips screwdriver, ready to set the idle speed once the engine starts. Back here is the idle screw. I'll lock the brake on so it doesn't take off on us. Choke on, fuel on. Right, Pat, let's do this. Ready for some braps?
Yeah, let's go.
Right. One. Oh, it's raining out there, but it's good. Lucky we got the wet tyres. Now you're going to love this, Josh. That goes hard. Right, before we start breaking this down, I'm going to do a quick spanner check. Some of the nuts on the back are important to check before I go because sometimes when I'm assembling the bike, it's possible I can miss one, or on the first ride is when anything loose becomes evident. The main one is just these big ones on the piston sprocket. These get tightened, so we tighten these after the piston sprocket's been assembled. I just hold the brake on to stop it rotating and my little crank. Same on the sprocket. Yep, that's good, and there's just 3 on each. Feel that tyre's nice and warm and sticky. Wow, feel that.
Oh, sick.
They actually warm up when you're riding and they become really sticky. Here, the engine jacking bolts, these just have little lock nuts, try and nip up. Get that one from the outside. There we go. So, also with the 16, just check the engine bolts are tight. I just burnt myself on these wheels. Oh, that's an annoying ass place to get a burn on the fly all the time. I don't think I've ever not had a scar on my hand, like a scab or something. Tight. We can drain the fuel. We're going to take the fuel tank out, pretty much pack it up, and put it straight in the crate. I'll give it a little clean up. So a little bit of dirt up on here from when we rode it. Otherwise good. The engine's very good. It's got excellent compression. Okay. What do we need? A micro driver kit?
Oh, well.
Always in the right place at the right time. This is for the hose clamps on the back of the fuel tank. I'm going to remove the fuel tank so that I can wash it out with soapy water. You've got to get all the fuel residue out. That's a requirement for the air freight. If you don't do that, you risk getting a pretty hefty fine and possibly causing an explosion on an aircraft. So let's not be responsible for that. This is quite a neat tool if you don't have one of these. I suggest getting one. It's for pinching off hoses like that. And you bring that back and it holds it. So the fuel tap off. Now I'm going to grab my little pliers just to pinch that clip. Pull the fuel hose off the carburetor. That way we get minimal fuel leakage. Fully disconnect this. I really like how fine this micro driver ratchet is. It's actually beautiful to use. I'm going to drain that fuel back into my old jerry can. Just going to look at the floor. The black one's still my good rag. Hasn't been demoted to floor use yet. Now, we're going to fill it with hot water and detergent. Good old dishwashing liquid. So I'm just shaking that up. It should be full of pressure when I open that. And drain out what's in the fuel tap. I just need to get all the soapy water out.
Wait, what? What do you have now?
Wood, mate. I'm a builder now. No. These are the parts for the crate. We're going to pack that thing up now. This is a kit set that I've devised, and it works so well. I'm really, really happy with the packaging now. We've got to take the seat off, and we've got to take the handlebars off, and that's it. Otherwise, it'll fit straight into the crate. So I'm going to make some room for us because we don't want to damage any Ferraris or Kempe TIG welders. So, the first thing I do is get the bike up on the base, position it where I want it, and I'm going to mark where to put the wheel chocks. I use these little blocks, one each side of each wheel. So all I do is just draw a little line like that. Now we get to play with some toys. It's a bit bigger.
No.
Let's use the 10mm. Yep, seat is off. I'm going to wrap this in plastic now so it doesn't get dirty in transit. I'm going to whip the handlebars off. Stay. So I wrap everything that's loose like that with plastic so it doesn't get damaged. Okay, pack this little guy up because we're done with that now. Until next time, little fella. Don't let me forget to put that in the crate.
I'll remind you.
I put grease inside here so that it prevents any seizure or rust when these are inserted. The reason I don't do it before I put them together is because when it all comes apart again like this, I just get a little bit of grease everywhere. So now it's ready for when the customer gets it.
It's matching blue.
Yeah. Boom. Right. I'm going to strap those handlebars to the sides. Just a little bit of that foam. It goes in there like that. It took me a while to get this process established with the shipping and the packaging and everything. I tried quite a few different styles of packaging and I've arrived at something that works quite well now. It's all about protecting things that might rub together in transit. So that's rubber, so it's not going to damage the paint. This is wrapped in foam, so it's not going to get damaged down there. And I've got foam between there. So I can pop a cable tie around to secure that. And another one around here. Actually, that's the shot. We don't want to risk damaging that paint. Boom. Let's cut these tails off. Even the packaging has to look good. That's what I think. I'm big on aesthetics and customer experience when they go to open it up.
Yeah, it has to be presentable.
It does. It's half the fun as well as unboxing a new toy.
Yeah.
It's just got to be a fun experience from start to finish. And the feedback I get from my customers is that it is. They really enjoy the process of working with me to spec the bike out and then watching it being built on social media, all the way through to receiving it and unpackaging it, because I think every grown man will admit they feel like a kid at Christmas when it comes time to unpacking these things. Everything's safe and secure, ready to start putting the sides on now. And the magic piece here, this spreader bar that I put on the top is what keeps it all down hard and stops any side shift. That's the key ingredient. So that's the top, these are the sides. Start with the back one. And for this one I use the smaller 6-gauge screw. We use Worth multi-fix screws. These actually have a square drive and a Phillips drive. So that's a little square drive, fits in the middle. But if the customer only has a Phillips, they can use that too. The reason I like to use screws is because they're quite a universal thing, and it means the customer can open their bike up without having to use a pry bar or anything like that. This is our future video content I'm unpackaging. Do you know what these are?
I have no clue. Gaskets. No.
Valve cover gaskets.
Oh.
for my Holden.
It's for the Holden.
For the LS3.
Never mind. I thought it was for the Ferrari.
No. That thing's got 60,000 Ks on it now, and the valve covers are both weeping. So there's oil weeping down onto the exhaust manifolds. These are my washers. Unrelated. You've seen us pack up the bike to this point. Now it's sitting in the crate. We've got 3 of the 4 sides screwed on. Next we're going to fit the 4th side and the cross-member spreader, which is going to secure with 2 M8 bolts to the seat anchorage point. And then the bike will be fully secured inside the crate, ready to screw the lid on. Seat, don't forget it. That goes in there like that. That's it, guys. It's in. Everything's secure. This is rock steady. I'm really happy with how these are fitted in the crate. I like to think this could fall off the side of the truck and the bike would be fine. That's what I build them to do. Worst case scenario, best case, this thing gets handled with care, always stays the right way up. And hey, I've never had an issue yet. Customers love the way it's packaged. It's easy to unpackage and it's quite a neat crate. If you ever want to relocate the bike again, you can always reuse it and pack it up. Here's a little prezzy. This is for Josh. Thank you, Josh. Enjoy. Right, lid on. One last thing. My favourite little stencil.
Oh, that's cool.
Let me get some spray paint. This is how you know you've bought a Hustler. All right, let's get this out of here. Let's ring the truck. So with the other bike packed up, we're going to move on to assembling this chrome Hustler Fatboy for Brady. He's in New Zealand. I've got all the parts here. Beautifully chrome plated. There's the handlebars and the forks. And to match the chrome, we've got a polished exhaust for this one. And we've also got blue wheels, a blue guard, and a blue clutch guard, which is all in this box. So this is going to be a really cool color combo, and this is going to match Brady's race car, which is a Holden Commodore. What do we got here? Oh, look at that. This is a different color than I remembered. I thought I got another blue, but this is the one I wanted. This is called Blue Blood. So that clamp there goes with the battery box, and this is part of the shipping requirement. It secures the battery so the battery can't come out. So that's a new thing that I'm doing now. It's pretty cool. This is the clutch guard, beautifully wrapped. Let me in. Man, I love this color. Look at it. That is such a cool color. I first got onto this color with my customer Brian Hengst. He's a American, and he chose this color with the Casper Clear, which is a matte finish over the top. And then we later went ahead and tried it with the Gloss Clear. And I tell you what, it's become a real favorite of mine. It's got awesome depth to it. It's a real purpley blue. And in this case, it matches Brady's race car really nice. Phew, there's the rim. Okay, we'll put that rear fender on. We just need some fasteners out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. 2, 3, 4 of those. And our Nylux. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, should we use our micro driver? Just because we can.
Let's do it.
This is all the hardware we need for the stem and the foot peg rubbers, which are cut down by that much. It's a little kickstand spring. And a split pin. There's a bit of tension on that. I'm going to fit the front forks, and this time around we've got a much heavier spring than previous. I've uprated this and now it's so stiff that I can hardly get these together. This is a bit of a trick and I'm going to do my best here on camera. Probably going to make a fool out of myself. I'll show you how I do it. Put this bolt in from the bottom first. Get that spring ready like that. And actually, Pat, I'll get you to come around the other side. Yeah. So we've got to compress it to get that up on there. It's just so hard. Oh, there's just a lot of preload on there now. Yeah, look at that. I don't envy the person that has to pull that apart. That is good. I really like them. They were a little soft before and I was never happy with how soft they were. So I'm happy. GearWrench 24mm. Use it for every bike. And then we straighten that head so that it lines up like that. We're done. Install the air valves and the rims, and then we're going to put the tyres on. We just need our GearWrench side cutters. People are going to call me an animal for this, but I'll tell you what, this is actually how a few factory shops install these. Rag on the rim so we don't scratch the paint. And the side cutter just grabs just before the thread in that little shoulder. And pop it through like that. You can get a special tool, but they're not as good for these wheels, in my opinion. This works well for me. The secret is having that rag there so you don't scratch the paint. You can only do this with GearWrench, genuine GearWrench. So we're going to fit the genuine Dunlop tyres. Get those out of the store. I buy these in 24 at a time at a cost of $168 each. This is a very expensive part to stock and I'm not happy about it, but it's what we got to do. No use complaining when there's a job to do. I'm about to share the biggest secret in mini bike history. How to fit a go-kart tyre easily by hand.
By hand.
No tools. Watch this.
Just hands.
Okay. First thing, we got to check the direction, which is like that. The rear is going to be that way. So we pop that in there like that. Flip it over. I'm mindful of where that is so I don't damage that. Squash the tyre like that in half. Grab it with your hand. Squash it on the other side. Grab it with your hand together like that. Now I get the edge of the rim on my rubber bench. It goes like that, and we push, and it's on. Squash that side, even the tyre up, and it's ready to inflate. Easy as that. I see so many people with funny tools, you know, trying to make a meal out of it. It's not hard if you know how, and it does take practice. I know I've done hundreds of them, and I don't even think twice about it now, but when I started, I was sweating and heaving over these things, trying to freaking understand them. But yeah, it's easy if you know how. The other thing is, make sure you're not trying to fit it with the valve in the way. So buy quality tyres and they're really soft and nice. That's part of the trick, having supple tyres. And if it is giving you a little bit of trouble, you can use a bit of silicone spray on it, just to help that bead jump over, but this one's gonna make a fool of me. Nearly breaking a sweat now. Okay. We're going to see if we can seat these tyres. Sometimes they take a lot of pressure, especially when they're powder coated for some reason. I'll put silicone spray on to help. It's 30 psi, 45. Here it goes. It's loud, eh? Here it goes. Oh. See how far under it's tucked? That's the problem. It's got 60 in it. It's not going to go, I don't think.
Oh.
Deflate it again. I've got faith. I've got faith. Oh, it's like a bomb, eh?
Yeah.
God, I'd hate to be there if one of these exploded, eh? I'm just going to drop the pressure to 45. That's it.
Cool.
Done. Now I'm going to chuck these in a tank of water to check for any air leaks.
You know in there.
That colour looks so cool underwater. I'm just submersing it in water so we can check for any bubbles emerging from anywhere. It's an important part of my process now after having a couple of issues with slow leaks. So every bike that goes out now I check it because that's the only way to really know is to submerge it in water. You can spray soapy water around them, but it's not quite as good. That's good. Now we're going to install the wheels and the axles. We're going to use the billet hubs, mounting them into the wheels. We're going to install the bearings into the front hub and the bearings into the rear frame section. We've got our stainless steel axles prepared. We're going to install those through the discs, through the sprocket, through the wheel. Everything's going to come together smoothly. It's all been measured and engineered to perfection with high tolerances, so everything comes together really quickly and easily for me. I'm just putting the rear end together. This is the disc, chrome plated, with its billet central hub and the sprocket which matches. Got the tyres fitted up, front axles all installed. So first thing that goes on is the disc, and the back axle installation has to be in this order. Start by engaging that and get it started in the back hub. Grab a couple of keys. These are the stainless steel keys. These bikes run stainless steel axles front and rear and stainless steel keys. This means that they're not going to corrode and seize up on you. That's the one that engages in the wheel. And there's one more in there for the disc. So I'll lock the disc up. That locks the position of the axle in that direction. Now we can get the front axle in. 2 of those and 2 of those. Bit of Hustler lube. Boom.
Boom.
Hi, Tim.
John, how are you?
Hey, bud. Yeah, not too bad.
Mate, I've got another ask of you, and I really hope you can help me out before you go away.
Don't know if I will or not. Okay.
I really need another seat with blue stitching.
Just a vinyl one.
It could be vinyl or a suede.
I think I've got one of those at least that you made up.
Really? That'll help me so much. Okay. Thanks, John. See you, mate. Okay.
Alright.
Cheers.
Catch you later.
Bye.
See you, bye.
That's my seat guy. I always forget about seats on bikes, and I always hit him up at the last minute trying to get a seat out of him. He's such a nice guy. He's just down the road and he picks up and drops off from here. He's done over 200 seats for me, and man, he knows them well, he knows me well, and he really follows through, so I'm really grateful for John.
Okay, what's that now?
Oh, this is an engine. This is a Robin EX21. Key start. Fresh out of the box. Man, I've done a few of these now. These engines are sick. They're an overhead cam engine. These things just absolutely shit on Predators, eh? The torque curve's a lot better, throttle response is better, efficiency's better, everything about it's just so much better. Can't rave about it enough. Shit, I've been using them since day one. What I'm going to do here, guys, is strip it down. I'm going to get the custom exhaust on, get it all looking good, and if we're lucky, we've got enough time, we might get it in the bike today. Just stripping down all the stuff that we don't use and putting on what we do use. So we've got a shiny new exhaust here to put on, which is pretty cool. That's been hypercoat polished. Yep. These are the studs that hold the carburetor on. Yep, right. We're fitting the Aeroflow air filter. These are really nice. This is the black version. Also have these in chrome. Interesting trying out all the different bits. Yeah, these are a really good fit. Right, I'm going to lift the motor into the bike. Carefully. These are the perfect fit in there. That's it. That's how it sits in there. Nice central exit and exhaust. And they really start to take shape when the engine's in there. So guys, that's all we've got time for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget our GearWrench giveaway. Jump on GearWrench's Instagram page. Hit them with a DM. Hustler Minibikes. And you could win this.